College enrollments have hit hard times. Student enrollment numbers are down, worker turnover is high, and fewer employers are requiring degrees. So how can institutions adapt? All right, let me see the screen here. So in keeping with my love for Bloody Marys, today we're doing a Bud Light Chelada, which is like a beer Bloody Mary. So let's get this bad boy open. Delicious. I'm Brian Bailey, and this Beer with Emsi Burning Glass will take a look at what's going on with higher education. College enrollment has been declining for a decade or so, but like so many other elements of the talent market, the pandemic accelerated this trend. Since early 2020, college enrollment in the United States has fallen by more than 1 million students. Just in 2021 alone, enrollment fell by over 3% nationally. Two-year colleges are bearing the brunt, with enrollment declining by over 13% since 2019. Some of the decline can be chalked up to changes in new programs and how they're classified, but still, 13%. And with a historically tight job market, a lot of employers are only requiring specific skills instead of a full college degree. Our data has shown that between 2017 and 2019, degree requirements were revised downward in 46% of middle skill occupations and 37% in high skill occupations. This has many education institutions rethinking their offerings to attract more students, and that's one of the biggest changes taking place in higher education today. But how can colleges shift to a skill-based focus? Look at the numbers, specifically the job numbers. For example, our job market data is able to guide colleges and what programs, skills, and classes are worthwhile to students and communities in their area. This helps local colleges ensure their students have relevant skills and labor market value to their specific geographic region. Drink break. So a chelada is a clamato mixed with a Bud Light. Tomato and lime. Our labor market data has identified local skills that are in demand for remote positions. Did you know that 40% of the Silicon Valley area job postings are now for remote work outside of California? If you're a university in Iowa, you'll want to know if your region is becoming a remote work hotspot for tech, or for finance, or for any number of other growing remote work sectors. It's also important to understand the demographic shifts. With a tight labor market, people of all ages are trading up positions or re-entering the job market. Students looking for relevant skills are not just the traditional 18-year-olds fresh out of high school, and flexible hours and other accommodations for non-traditional learners is a vital path forward for education. Good data is the key to understanding these shifts. And once you have the right students enrolled in the right programs, data can also help quantify the institution's economic impact and solid return on investment for the community and for the student. At Emsi Burning Glass, that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do! That's what we do! Our Skillify tool, for example, shows how the skills a college teaches align with the skills employers want, while our alumni outcomes can show where alumni have gone and the success they've achieved since graduating. Our economic impact studies can go into greater detail about the value of an institution and what it brings to their community. Visit the link here to learn more about all those and our other education resources. You know, the past few years have thrown education for a loop, but a data-driven approach can turn the challenges into opportunity. Thanks for joining me for this Beer with Emsi Burning Glass. I'm Brian Bailey. Cheers.